Hello and welcome to the channel. Dino Melaye, a spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) Presidential Campaign Council, has called on Nigerians not to gamble with the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) again. They did, and they failed. Now let's move on. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Nigerians can't afford to gamble with APC again. Dino Melaye, spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign Management Committee, Dino Melaye, has said Nigerians cannot afford to gamble with the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) again. He stated that Nigerians must sever ties with the APC in the forthcoming 2023 general elections. According to Melaye, APC had plunged Nigerians into mess and caused division across the country without any achievements that were of benefit to the Nigerian masses. In a statement titled, "Our Country Needs Healing, Atiku is the balm," Melaye said the PDP presidential candidate Abubakar Atiku was the right man for the job in 2023. He said if elected president in 2023, Atiku would instill and enable all Nigerians to have a sense as well as a feeling that they are members of the same country. The Kogi lawmaker described Atiku as the soothing balm for the healing of the broken trust, the battered economy, and the bastardized political fabric of Nigeria. He stated, "Our dear country is hemorrhaging on all sides, ranging from social to political and economic. The level of division and distrust between our political geography, economic climate, and the social weather are palpable. Our country is therefore broken along many fault lines, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, because just as our country needs healing, Atiku is available as the balm. There is a rippling expansion of conflicts. The crisis of confidence between the government and the governed manifest as the current APC administration operates an ideology that fails to provide leadership in crisis, hope in despair, assurance in fear, and opportunities in scarcity. This is why Nigeria must sever any umbilical cord that ties it to the APC under any disguise. The party and its operators are set in their ways. They claim to be harbingers of change, but they have become impervious to change. Like the Bourbons, they have learnt nothing and have forgotten nothing. Observers of the Nigerian political landscape will appreciate that Atiku has stood out as a focused leader, riding the storm of a creative tension with equanimity, temperance, and accommodation. This is demonstrable leadership. This is the benefit of cognate experience and the gains of reflection, which dictates the appropriate application of attitude to prevailing circumstances. As a consummate political strategist, an engaging listener, a disarming deployer of sham offensive, and a beacon of hope, Atiku, who bears the flag of PDP, has commenced his campaign, moving round and dispensing the assurance that the years of the locusts are over. As a politician who is at home everywhere in Nigeria, Atiku demonstrated his universal home connection by flagging off his presidential campaign in Uyo on October 10, 2022. The ceremony did not only attract a huge crowd, it was a rainbow coalition of party enthusiasts who, in their varied but creatively combined colors, signified the metaphor of Nigeria as a great country of various shades of diversity, but positioned for greatness when all the shades are turned into substance. Subscribe, like, share, comment, turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Atiku can weave the disjointed parts together. He is at home with all genders, all tribes, all faiths, all strata, and all people. This is why he is focused on working for harmony, inclusiveness, integration, cohesion, and nationalism. Nigeria cannot afford to gamble this time by making a wrong choice. Good enough, a presidential candidate has already defined his own self-centered philosophy, focusing on himself and his empire. This self-agenda can only be a recipe for further fragmentation and alienation in a country that requires a fast recovery from narrow pursuits. A broad-minded, broadly connected, and broadly accepted candidate like Atiku who has his ears to the ground everywhere, his nose for good governance, and his eyes on social economic transformation, is what Nigeria needs at this point of its evolution. Atiku is the soothing balm for the healing of the broken trust, the battered economy, and the bastardized political fabric of Nigeria, he said. Another spokesperson of the Atiku presidential campaign organization, Kola Ologbodinya, has said that the growing level of acceptance of the People's Democratic Party presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, as shown by the Kaduna rally, has thrown his opponents into panic mode. Ologbodinya said this in a telephone interview on Monday. He noted that out of desperation, Atiku's opponents have now resorted to sending armed thugs to disrupt PDP's campaigns in Kaduna, as well as forcefully and illegally close media organizations in Zamfara State. The PDP campaign spokesman explained that these acts of desperation were indicative of the fact that reality is now dawning on candidates of other parties, especially the All Progressives Congress, that Atiku is the man to beat. Ologbodinya said, "It is on record that Atiku Abubakar remains the only candidate who has taken his message of hope to 5 out of 6 geopolitical zones and who has received huge turnout at every port of call so far." Some of the presidential candidates, like that of the All Progressives Congress APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, are yet to compose their campaign organization in a manner that will enable them to engage constructively with the Atiku campaign and Nigerians. It is important for Nigerians to note that the APC and its presidential candidate, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, have nothing to offer other than their records of failures for the past 7 years. That accounts for their inability to kickstart their campaigns, as well as their results to campaign of calumny, intimidation, and violence. The APC presidential candidate should know that these shenanigans cannot stop the resolve of the people to vote out the APC and elect the pan-Nigerian unifier, Atiku Abubakar. Certainly, Nigerians will not support a leader who wants to turn a rotten situation into a bad one. Fiery cleric Godfrey Gbuje of the Royal House of David has said that only the resignation of the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Iyorchia Ayu, will save the party. Speaking to journalists in Owerri, Imo State, Gbuje said a party founded on principles of justice and equity should not be seen derailing. He submitted that it is on this basis that he was fully in support of the call for the resignation of Ayu by the Rivers State Governor, Nyesom Wike. The clergyman called for the zoning of the office of the national chairmanship of the PDP to Southeast for equity and fairness. He submitted that the wrath of God will fall on Nigeria in 2023 if anyone tries to truncate the electoral process. That's the news, guys. Stay safe out there. Bye.